Hello. Some updates from the Chief Executive. First of all, really important to talk briefly about coronavirus and the potential impact. Understandably, lots of anxiety around for everybody really in terms of how this may evolve over the next few weeks. Trust is in a really good position in terms of its preparedness, but we are of course aware that it's a rapidly changing situation. The two best sources of information are from the government and NHS websites, and we are going to put a direct link through Connect so you can access those on a regular basis and keep up to date on our plans and what your responsibilities are as members of staff and managers. And we hope that we can find a way through it, as I'm sure we will be able to. I'd like to give you some, again, brief updates on where we've got to on some of the really important quality improvement work that we're doing on some adult mental health wards and at Rampton Hospital currently, both as a consequence of concerns raised rightly by the CQC in recent inspections. We had our latest risk review hosted by NHS England last week with regard to the progress we're making at Rampton and in high secure services. And I'm pleased to say that we are making some really good progress, and some of the detail around, particularly on how we support staff and how we get ahead of the game in terms of recruitment, retention, and making sure that staff are able to do a great job. We're a bit earlier in the pathway in terms of the response to the adult mental health wards. There's an awful lot to do, particularly in terms of some really simple things about the ward environments and ensuring that we've got the right numbers of staff covering all the shifts 24/7. And I'd like to thank everybody involved in both of those endeavours across the organisation for the commitments that they're showing to enable us to get this right. Thanks. And now on to a couple of dates for diary. We've got our next Connecting Knots event on March the 19th. I think already we've got over 200 attendees. I said last month this was going to be the place to be at Trent Vineyards. Please book in because we aim to do a wide number of things in terms of organisational development, engagement with staff and leadership around highlighting some of the great work we're doing. This month is a feature on offender health and community health services, and there'll be a rolling programme over the coming months. But also looking at some of the detail around how staff can get engaged in various aspects of development and other support programmes. And there's dates are in the calendar for the coming months through the year. So look forward to seeing as many of you there as possible. And then finally, it's the big night of the year, Oscars 2020. And this is on the 26th of March. I know everybody's out buying their ball gowns, getting their makeup ready, and various people sorting their hair. So it's going to be a fantastic evening where we celebrate all the good things that go on in the organisation, the fantastic contributions. Staff across all the different divisions and directorates and teams have contributed to making the Trust a great place to work. I look forward to seeing you there on the evening.